Hello, grade 5 students. Mrs. Shapiro here with your new unit on creating a mosaic art using a digital format. We will be using Google Drawings to create mosaic art. And let us begin. Mosaic is the art of creating images with small pieces like a puzzle. It is an art form that has been around for more than 4,000 years. Ancient mosaics used colored stones, shells, and ivory. Over the years, artists began using colored glass as well. This is an example of a building wall using mosaic art as a creative expression for the outside to make it more interesting. They used glass, stone, tiles, and ceramics, and you can even see like dinner plates inside just to give it a different kind of design. Here's tools that artists would use to cut glass and stone to make the pieces and different shapes and sizes that they needed to do their artwork. They're glass cutting tools, actually. Here's some examples of different mosaics over the years. Different stones, different colors, different size tiles, creating very interesting portrait work. And here are some pre-cut glass kits that you could do on your own. For people who wanted to do glass mosaic but didn't have the tools to cut glass and stone and things like that, they have these pre-cut kits available that you get a pattern and design to do. And here's an example of what you will be doing. It is a digital mosaic pineapple. In past, I've done a paper mosaic with students, but I really want to embrace technology this year. So let us begin. Okay, so now that you have learned a little bit about what mosaic art is, let us begin right here in Google Classroom. I'm just using 5A as an example. I have yet to post this assignment, so it looks a little different, and it will also look different to you when you go into Google Classroom through the specialty classroom link under art. And you will look at the post that is Digital Mosaic Art Practice. And first, before we start our own digital art, we're going to do a practice just to get the hang of how to use the tools in Google Draw. So you will have your own assigned, I guess, Google Drawing attachment in the assignment link that you can work through. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on mine. You will find a little assignment that says Pineapple Mosaic Name, and you will click on that. That is your assignment. You will have to work on that. I'm clicking on mine here. And here we go. So when you click on your assignment link, you will get this image of a pineapple on a background in Google Drawings. We're actually in the Google Drawings program directly. That's what the attachment is. You can also get into Google Drawings yourself if you wanted to start something new, but we will work on that next for the next part of this unit. This is the first part, the practice part, and let us begin. So the first thing you're going to do is the title here. Up here it says Pineapple Mosaic Name, and I put test. You are going to put your own name in. So whatever your name is, you're going to put that in. You can actually even erase mosaic. You can do mosaic and your name, or mosaic practice and your name. Whatever it is, you change it to your name, not so it's just Pineapple Mosaic Test name. So the first thing I want to do is I want to acknowledge what I'm working with. So it is a realistic picture of a pineapple. It is not a digital image or a cartoon image or a painting or anything else. It is an actual photograph. And when we're going to work with Google Drawings and doing our mosaic art, we're going to use images that are actual real photos. So we're going to start. And the first thing I want to do is change the background to completely white and get rid of this checkerboard background. So I will go to these icons here, and I'm going to go to the shape icon. There's another way of doing this, but I like to do it this way, just what I'm used to. I'm going to go where it says shape. It's a circle and a square. I'm going to click on that, and then there's a pop-up window, and it says shapes with a rectangle. I highlight that, move over the arrow, and then there's a rectangle, and I'm going to click on that. I'm using the rectangle shape. Now you see I have this plus sign, and then I'm going to click and hold, drag across, and let go all the way over everything. So I'm going to cover basically that pineapple image. And the default color is a light blue. We're going to change that. It just automatically is that color. And we're going to change that. And we're going to go up to this image here, fill color. It's a paint can with a little drip. I guess that's the best they came up with, so it'll work. But it says fill color when you scroll. And when you scroll along the top bars with these icons or images, it will tell you what it is. So we're looking for fill color, okay? I'm going to click on that. And then when I do that, I get a color palette that comes up. And I want to find white, and I'm just going to click on white. Great. Perfect. I want you to notice one thing here. There's a blue square line around my color that I filled, that shape, that square. And that means that that is active. It means that's what I'm working with. So I can know that whenever I'm working on something in Google Drawings, if there's a highlight blue square or rectangle around it with these little rectangle or square dots and things, it means that that's what is active. That is what you are working on. And that will respond to using the tools. Okay? So now, back to where is the pineapple? We're going to go to the top line here, and we're going to go to arrange. And I'm going to click on arrange, go to order, and I'm going to send to back. And then my image will come up. And the reason I'm doing white is it's just easy to do white for this image, just because it happened to have a white background and it just blends in. So, and I can move this around because now that you have it, I can just move that down and it can match, and that's fine. Or I can move this up here. Either way, it's fine. This is just a practice so you can learn how to use the tools. And the main tool that we are going to use in this mosaic style, doing this mosaic work, is we are going to be using the line. So we're beside the big arrow that says select, which is when that brings up the big box to work around, we're going to click on line. There's select and then line. It looks like barbells or a line with two little dots at the end. And there's a little arrow beside it that says, if you hover over it, it says select line, click on that. We're going down to polyline. Polyline is the line that you're going to be using to create your mosaic artwork. You're not using anything else for this particular one. And once again, I clicked on polyline. You can see the polyline icon comes up there. If I hover over it, it says polyline, and it's what's happening, what's what we're using, and that plus sign pops up again. So I'm just going to show you here what it is that I'm doing, and then we'll move it over to create on top of the pineapple, to create that puzzle look. That's what we're kind of going for. So I'm going to click it down, and then drag it, just without holding it. Just click, release, drag, 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 and close it. As soon as you close it and those two ends of the line meet, that's when you get the shape that you're trying to create. Otherwise, you can keep going like this and like this and like this and like this for hours. But if you don't meet it, and sometimes you miss it and it doesn't work and you're like, oh no, and there we go. You have to close the line in order for it to be a shape. And I don't want that there. So what I'm going to do, and this is probably the most important thing, is these two arrows forward and backward. It says undo and redo, and we're going to go undo and undo, and we can delete that. And if let's say I wanted it back for some reason, I go redo and it's back, but I don't. Now we're going to start on our actual pineapple, creating shapes. And I'm in the polyline tool, So I'm going to try and get these little shapes that are already existing in the pineapple. And we're not going to worry about color right now. So basically what you're going to be doing is creating these shapes using the polyline tool and following the design of the pineapple on top. We can check back and forth and send things backwards and forwards to see how we're doing, and I'll show you that soon. But you're working on top of the pineapple. And you can just keep click, release, drag, click, release, drag, and close the shape. Click, release, and oh, I don't like that, something weird. Undo. And a lot of these weird things will happen to you as you're going along. Again, it happened. But just know that if you try and move it away and not click too much, maybe let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's taking me like 7 clicks to get this. And I'm trying to puzzle it in here, and you can see what's happening. I'm not going to worry about the color right now. We'll talk about color next time. You're just going to be filling this in, trying to get those details using the polyline tool to create those shapes that kind of fit together. I don't want to see this where you're going to go like this and go, oh, I can just go like this all the way around this pineapple and close it and go like that. That's not mosaic at all. That's just filling in color over top. So I want you to take the time to click, release, drag, click, release, drag, click, release, drag, and try and get those shapes of the pineapple. Try and puzzle it together. And I'll move up here to the top, and I'm doing a different point there. I'm trying to get that look. And it'll take some time and practice. Oh, I don't like that one, so I'm going to go over and undo. And there, and so on and so forth. But you know what? We don't want the pineapple image behind the actual photograph. So what you can do to check and see how you're doing along the way is you can do this. If you go up to the top bar here where it says File, Edit, View, Insert, Format, Arrange, we're going to go back to Arrange. We're going to go to Order, and we're going to go to, I think it's Send Backward. No. Do you know why? I'm in Polyline. I'm going to go back to Select, and I'm going to see that big arrow and see the rectangle, blue square rectangle thing came up there. We want it to actually go to the whole white area that we originally did, and we're on that. And now I'm going to go to Arrange, Order, and nope, that wasn't it. So I'm going to go Undo. I think it's Arrange, Order, Bring Forward. There we go. And now you can see how it's coming along. As you add color, it will start to show and come out just lovely. What I forgot to mention was, and we touched on this a minute, when you're working and you can bring it backwards and forwards, I wanted to show you how right now it is the image of the pineapple is back. So what I want to do is go back to Arrange. Actually, no, I have to click on this. There we go. Arrange, Order, and Bring to Front. Oops. Again, Undo, Arrange. Sometimes I have to try it a few times. Bring Forward. Nope. Undid a piece. Arrange, Order, Send Backward. There it is. Arrange, Forward, Send Backward. Now that I have this, I can go back to see what it looks like and continue on. That's pretty much it. Good luck, everyone. Don't forget, Arrange, Order. Now I can send, Bring Forward, and Arrange, Order, Send Backward. Good luck.